Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a reading for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Aquarius, this is your Neptune in retrograde reading from June 23rd until November 28th. And this is a time to really reevaluate our beliefs, our spirituality, our approach to intuition, the unconscious realm of emotion, memory, and past events. It's a time where we can internalize our fears and anxieties by stripping away the illusions, dreams, and false realities that have clouded our vision for some time. The destruction of our fantasy world will show us the harsh realities we've sought to avoid, and the more elaborate the illusion or more extreme your methods of escape, whether that be TV, sex, addictions, gambling, porn, drugs, alcohol, the bigger the shock. Maybe you've kidded yourself about true love, your financial situation, or your career prospects. The realization has always been there in your higher self, or the pineal gland, as represented by Neptune itself. Every Neptune retrograde period coincides with purges and upgrades to the crown chakra, and that's why I have amethyst for us here to support us in that and in this journey. And Neptune retrograde in particular can show us the source of the pain in which we've been trying to escape. And so amethyst is also really good for healing. This is the time to clear your energy and shield and protect yourself and focus on your spiritual development. Okay, Aquarius? So I'm going to be pulling for us Angelarium, an overall energy for this reading, and then I'm going to go ahead and get into the tarot. Before we get started, just as a reminder, in the description box below, I have listed all of the decks that I have used in order of appearance. So you guys can go ahead and check those out. I will be reading from the book. This is a deck that I have never used on YouTube before. I've used it personally, but I don't want you to miss any of the messages. Okay, look at that. You guys get chesed. I don't know if that's the correct pronunciation. Right hand and empathy. All right, so let's go ahead and see what messages Chesed has for us. Just give me one moment. Okay, so let's take a look. Let's soak in this image. The fourth emanation, the hand that embraces, the healing tears brought on by the forgiveness of sins, each kindness repaid in kind. Chesed's force pulls humanity together, allowing peace to exist between us. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is the age of Aquarius. This is the power to look inside the hearts of those around us and see that we are truly alike. Our need for love and kindness is an essential part of our existence and transcends all other differences we might have. The blue orb's embrace extends across all existence. Chesed is at the very center of the pillar of mercy, defining its core characteristic and forming an extreme opposite to its female counterpart, Gevurah. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Gevurah. Whoops, sorry. The two arms of the tree extend in opposite directions. Chesed pulls tight so that Gevurah cannot push away. This wrestling match cannot be won by either side. Yet the struggle itself is meaningful because it is the struggle that defines our morality, found in kindness, charity, and love. Wow. For some of you guys, this is union. Okay, some of you guys are working on soulmate or twin flame union. For others, it's balance between you and the higher self. Okay, for others, it's about unifying. It's unity consciousness, what's going on with Gaia and in the world right now. Powerful message here for Aquarius. So let's go ahead. We're going to call in spirit, angels, ancestors, loved ones who have passed, spirit guides, and our ascended masters to this space to deliver the messages that we need to hear for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or any placement. Also cross watchers are welcome. Look at that, the world in reverse popping out. So close, Aquarius. And that's also your energy, right? On that world card, one of the fixed signs. Look at you, front and center, turned upside down, need for healing. With the Empress, Venusian energy. You know, Venus just went direct after retrograding in Gemini. Okay. Nice. I like it though. I like what I'm seeing, Aquarius. I like what I'm seeing here. Your overall energy is justice. This is Libra energy. There may be something in the Libra reading for you guys. In that reading, it was about punishment. It was also about karmic justice. For some of you guys, this is about twin flame or soulmate union. Sorry, you can tell it's Mercury retrograde. I'm really tripping over my words here, and I apologize. Because we do have these twin souls here. We have the masculine and we have the feminine. For some of us, this balance, this justice, that's about finding that balance within. For others of us, it's about really standing, if you identify with the masculine, okay, that, you know, that we need that polarity between the masculine and the feminine in order for there to be that spark, in order for there to be that sexual union, for that union to take place. You need to balance. Each one of you needs to balance the masculine and the feminine within. All right, the world needs balance. The whole point of retrograde season, Mercury, Neptune, whatever, you know, this is specific to Neptune, but also to Mercury, is that we need balance, that we need to do some shadow work, that when we're constantly forced with needing to go forward, to push forward, to get results, okay, to get a better job, to get the perfect partner, to get a bigger house, to move, to ascend on our spiritual path, moving forward, there's also this time needed for pulling back. And that's what I'm seeing here with the scales. It's time for you to find that balance. And that's what this Neptune in retrograde period is really going to help you with. I love when this happens. You guys, even though you're showing up reversed, this is you in alignment. There's no doubt, my Aquarians out there, you're listening to this message is for you. You need to trust your instincts. You need a healthy balance between logic and reason, okay? Logic and reason and intuition. Following your own inner guiding light. There's healing that needs to take place. You've been through something tumultuous. You've been through something difficult. The whole world has, but my Aquarians in particular, you guys have been upended. Okay, or you feel that way. So that can come in lots of different forms. You know, that can be something having to do with your career. It could have to do with a move. It could have to do with health. It could have to do with losing somebody close to you. It could have to do with a breakup. It could be about feelings of loneliness or not making any headway or being where you want to be in your life. What's in your surroundings? We have this Venusian energy, the Empress in reverse. Right now you're finding it difficult to manifest, and Spirit is actually telling you now is not the time to manifest. The Empress can sometimes represent a third party position, like the other woman or the other person in a, you know, the third wheel type energy, but I'm not really picking up on that. I'm picking up on with Venus in retrograde, and now that it's gone direct, but you still have to work through Mercury and Neptune in retrograde. Now's not the time to focus on your results. What you need to focus on right now is your spiritual path. What you need to focus on right now is healing. What you need to focus on right now is shattering these illusions and escapism and just being really real with yourself, Aquarius. Now, this isn't me wagging my finger at you. I really urge you to listen to your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Almost every one of these readings comes with its challenge, because Neptune in retrograde isn't a super easy period of time for anybody. So if we refer back to my notes, my introduction, it's the destruction of our fantasy world that's going to show us the harsh realities that we've been trying to avoid. right? And so right now it's not time to focus on, I want a better job, I need more money, I need a partner, I need a better partner, I'm not happy. No, right now it's time to focus on and get real with what you need, and also coming to terms with what do you deserve, because a lot of times when we're, when we aren't manifesting or we aren't where we want to be, it goes back to those initial pains and those hurts and feelings of self-worth, because you deserve it all, Aquarius, but you need to believe that, okay? And Aquarius is my most detached sign in the zodiac, which is not a slight. I love my Aquarians out there, but detachment, you are represented by the Five of Swords, and sometimes that can be running away from our problems instead of facing them head on, because something hurts or something needs to be healed. Now that's not all the time, but it's kind of what I'm picking up here with the Star card in reverse. What's blocking you? King of Wands. This is Aries, Leo, Sag energy. This is that fire energy. This is, I feel like this could be a person. I feel like that might really have to go back to one of your parents if they have fire in their charts, or they had a fire, or they exhibited these qualities. This could be a CEO, this could be an entrepreneur. It could be an aspect of your chart or your personality where you have this intense drive and passion, and you really love to be in where all the action is and the competition. But the King of Wands can sometimes stop attracting what he needs, okay, when he needs to really zero in his focus, when he's a little bit too scattered. Sometimes the King of Wands really enjoyed being the knight and can feel walled in by his success or by his responsibilities, okay, whether that's family, whether that's work, whether that's, whatever it might be, your friends, and it's a need to set boundaries. I'm really picking up on that solar plexus chakra, and I'm really being drawn to pick up my pyrite, divine masculine energy. Remember, this has a lot to do with balancing the masculine and the feminine within. Okay, for some of you, you want to move forward, you want to heal a union or bring a union about. And if you feel like you're more of the feminine energy, the star energy, divine masculine needs more time for healing. If that resonates with you, I suggest you check. I did a reading this week for the week that I did this June 27th. It's called Healing the Divine Masculine. Okay, and there might be a message in there for you, whether you identify with masculine or feminine. At the foundation of this situation, you have the Ten of Wands. This is Sagittarius energy, but it can be, any fire energy. Wands is about a heavy burden. It's about a cycle of closure. Something needs to come to an end. Okay, so it could be this King of Wands, whether that's you, that's somebody in your surroundings, somebody you're watching, somebody you're connected to, or your counterpart. Somebody needs to release some burdens here. For some of you, it might be guilt that you're carrying around. It might be shame. It might be heartache. It might be disappointment. But it's time now to really, really do the shadow work. Neptune retrograding is really asking us to do this work, to shatter these illusions, to get real as we bring in this age of Aquarius. And realize that we're all going through this, that it's not just one of us, it's not just you, we're all in this energy. But together, the work that you do is going to raise the vibration of those that are energetically linked to you, and the work that I do is going to raise the energetic vibration of you if you're connected to me. And there's something here that needs to be released. Something has become too much. A relationship, a job, a system of beliefs, it can be many different things, pain and heartbreak, but something that you've been carrying around for way too long needs to be healed and released. In your recent past, you have the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is interesting energy because the Page of Swords can be a younger person. So I really do think that for some of my Aquarians out here, some of the things that you have to look at go back to your childhood or when you were just starting this journey. If you're in union and it was a relationship that you started, okay? But the Page of Swords to me represents somebody who's very prepared. But they have a very sharp tongue, they're very precocious, they act older, they sound older than they really are. And this little person carries a really big sword and they don't quite know how to wield it, even though, yes, they could be a formidable opponent. This person is somebody who likes to travel. They've just arrived on this new land, on this new journey. okay? And they're not quite sure of themselves, although they have that belief, okay? They're, you know, they look like they're sure of themselves, but they're not, you know, they don't have the experience. So there is this like tentative energy that I'm picking up here with this Page of Swords. This could be your energy, or it could be an energy that you're dealing with. For me, the Page of Swords is messages. It's also somebody who's like a fly on the wall. When they come into a party or they come into a new situation, they stop and they wait and they kind of feel people out. They're also inclined to mirror others as well until they get the hang of it. Okay, so see how that plays out for you, or how that resonates with you. You get another Page of Cups. This is what's coming in from above. This is some sort of message, something new that you've really, I think something new that you maybe wrote down. You know, we can write things down on paper. We can have a relationship, a partner, a job, a move. Everything looks really great and organized on paper, but in reality, it can be very different. Okay, the Page of Cups is somebody who's coming from afar. You might be in a relationship with somebody who's foreign, from a different cultural background, or you might be calling in a twin or your soulmate in the 5D, and you're doing lots of astral traveling or meeting in the dream space. Okay, that's nice energy. The Page of Cups is also telling me, though, there's a little bit of a warning since we are in Mercury retrograde until July 12th. Okay, so if you're watching this reading after that period, it won't necessarily pertain to you. But the Page of Cups is about starting something new. And remember that during retrograde season, Venus has gone direct, so that's good, but Mercury is not at the time of me doing this recording. And you have to be really careful about starting relationships in Mercury retrograde, because they may not go the long haul. They may also be for, like, you know, to come in to heal, for healing and closure if it's somebody from your past. So you really need to get clear on that, okay? And then also, Aquarius, there are certain relationships that show up during retrograde period that, you know, are just for sexual healing, and they fizzle out quite quickly, but they do serve a purpose. Right? And you're showing up in the reverse, the Star card, in need of healing. Okay, so just be aware of those messages. But this is also telling me that you're ready, that you're thinking about love. Okay, now it can be, and most likely it is, romantic love, but it could be love for your family, for your job, okay, for your pets, for your spiritual journey, for your deity, for yourself. All right. And then the beautiful energy of the Eight of Wands is coming towards you. There's lots of Wands energy, lots of fire energy, and this Venusian energy as well, which could be Taurus or Libra. Yeah, and we get more Libra energy. Some of you might be dealing with a Libra or have Libra in your chart. But the Eight of Wands is beautiful. This is my Law of Attraction card. This is all about setting your intentions, setting your sights on something, releasing these arrows into the sky, and them hitting their mark. Okay, and it's fast communication. It's getting what you want. But there's always a little warning here to not try to micromanage the outcome, and to give universe or spirit the time and the space to deliver what's for your highest and your greatest good. That's nice, though, because for me, you know, the Eight of Wands, those are wands of love. Okay, so for some of you guys, it's portending, it's telling you that love is on its way. And you know, Aquarius, we cannot complain about that, can we? Okay, but something needs to be brought to an end here. Okay, releasing some burdens. All right, you guys get liberation, free yourself. Beautiful. 13 is my number, is the card of death in the tarot. This is a rebirth, but you need to free yourself from whatever this is, whatever these responsibilities are, whatever's weighing you down, okay? You need balance, you need freedom, okay? You need to shatter those illusions. And then you get minimus, commune with the source. 17 breaks down to an 8. So we've got two 8s right on top of each other. 88 is a beautiful number of manifestation and abundance. The 8 is also all about your awakening. You know, that coiled snake and that spiritual ascension. So there is some really powerful stuff going on for you guys here during your Neptune retrograde. All right. Sexual arts, number 33. Ow, Aquarius. It's getting hot and heavy in here. So again, this is almost undoubtedly union. I mean, we have the masculine and the feminine. We have them coming together. This is a beautiful card because this is exactly what I was talking about. We see this union up here with Chesed also. This number 33 is the master teacher number. So it's also about the life lessons that, sorry, I'm just stumbling over my words. The life lessons that needed to be learned before we could get to this point. And again, in order for you to come into union, you need to balance the masculine and the feminine. All right. And I'm going to take a moment because this card is a powerful card. This is the Heal Yourself reading cards. Again, they're listed down below if you're interested in them. But this is keeping sexuality alive as an art form for very few people truly understand. Are you sexually attracted to your partner every day? Sex energy only occurs where there is sexual polarity. Everyone has both masculine and feminine qualities to gift each other. The only time there is sexual spark is when one person is embodying more of their masculine energy and the other person is embodying more of their feminine energy. The masculine is the unchanging witness, presence, direction, decision-making, trying to bring everything to closure and consciousness itself. All right, we see that closure trying to come in with that 10 of Wands. The feminine is change, life force, light, flowing movement, Mother Nature, emotions. All right, we see that in the Star card. Do not buy into the myth that sexual attraction eventually dies in long-term relationships. Sexual polarity is an art that takes practice. It can be so subtle and last a lifetime if you are constantly reinventing your gifts and using an open heart. Yeah, so there's a need for reinvention here. For some of you guys, you may be in union, okay? And this is reinventing that spark and bringing back that balance and that polarity. For others of you, you're not in union, and this is what you're trying to bring about. And you need to really figure out, are you sitting heavy in the masculine? Or are you sitting too heavily in the feminine? Okay, and then also, what are you not addressing? What needs to be addressed here? Selling out. Wow. Where are you selling yourself short, Aquarius? Wow. So this card is asking you, where are you not happy? Are you in a job that you hate? Are you living in a toxic environment and making yourself sick in the pursuit of financial security? This card is coming in to ask you to find the courage to stand up for your convictions and take steps towards doing what you love. Yeah. Yes, it is. You need to free yourself from the ties that bind. And some of those, you know, some of us might be living in a prison of our own making. Actually, almost all of us are. Again, I said prison. I think I feel like for some of you, this might have to do with the law or somebody who is incarcerated. Yeah. That might be why you're not together. Whether that's a blessing or not, only you will know. Okay, mask. It's time to strip off your masks. Lady, feminine energy. She's taking a good hard look at herself in the mirror. That's that devil energy for me. You know, that Capricorn energy, taking a look at what works, what doesn't work. Where am I unhappy? Okay, no longer willing to be a part of that narrative of selling out, of not acting in integrity and authenticity. And then get telephone. Number 14, communication. Some of you guys are going to be receiving messages. I feel like some of you might get a phone call from somebody who's incarcerated. Okay, some of you might. Whether that's good or bad, you can leave me a comment in the section down below. But I feel like this message that you're receiving, whether it's an actual telephone, it's a phone call, or it's a text message, or it's something online, it very well could be, and it could have already happened. by the time you watch this. This like changes everything. It helps you see the truth of the situation. It may help you see the other side where you didn't before, right? Because this Justice card is asking you to see both sides. Not everything's always so black and white, and maybe you weren't able to see it from the other person's side. All right, so important news is arriving. Yeah, and that there's also, you know, I also feel like there's, with this telephone card, it's about this Gemini energy. It's about Venus going direct. You know, Gemini is known as being this very chatty energy and sort of pushing us through the portal of love. And you're being asked to do that, but you're also being asked to please first release these burdens. You need to free yourself from someone or something that's no longer healthy for you. Communing with Source is beautiful. This is about finding that time in prayer and meditation, that sacred space to connect with Source and your inner wisdom. Okay, because that's where you're going to find the answers. And that's echoing, you know, the Star card, which is showing up in reverse. Your need to do that. All right, so final message for Aquarius. She who hopes, love, hope, and relationship. So if we were ever in doubt whether or not this reading was about union or love, Chesed, we have this divine union. Sexual arts, we have this divine union. Renee, she who hopes, love, hope, and relationships. And you're like halfway there, okay, Aquarius? You're on the bridge. You're looking at the possibilities. You're hoping, you're praying, you're wishing upon a star. Maybe some of you guys are waiting for somebody to get out of a situation that they're imprisoned in, whether it's actual prison or whether it's a relationship where they feel trapped. But Spirit's asking you in the meantime that you need to do the work. You need to find that balance within. Everything is going to work out exactly the way it's supposed to. And again, these are really, really good messages. Some of you, this is just for a few of you with this Empress energy. Some of you guys are in an unhappy union and you have found the person that you want to be with. Whether you are the other person or whether you are in union, or maybe both of you. And it's really time for you to, like Spirit saying, life is short. It's too short to be unhappy. Okay? And I know some of you might not like that message, but that's what's coming through. That you're not doing yourself or somebody any favors, the other person or another person any favors by being in a situation that isn't fulfilling and that isn't authentic and doesn't resonate with you. Now, this person might be trying to hold on to you, but you know that's the work that they have to do. But deep down, you know the truth. All right, so Aquarius, I love you guys so much. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, comment, share, ring that notification bell, and most of all, I want to thank you for all your love and support, and I hope you have an absolutely beautiful day. Take care.